Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's our visiting team and our home team. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, break.
We'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Come on, Jack.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Tootin. And he'll get full. For a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Richardson. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion.
Fighting for the marker, he loses the football. And it's going to be a turnover. And the defense comes away with the ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral...
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. That is caught out wide on the RPO, and he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
The 2nd down pass. The tackle by Zayvon Collins. An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. From the gun, Richardson. This one down the field, but it wind up incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
26 yards.
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
First down.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Hey, 43, 15, yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That'll be taken in by Moore. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On second down, Mahomes. That's to Gray, open on the left side. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see.
And he will get into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Brooklyn.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point is up and through. And the Black Knights are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
This drive begins with a run by Chutin. In a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Parker Washington was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. That's complete to his running back, Bashal Chutin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Huskies.
Ready? Panther 60, ready.
Run over center now with Chutin. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
At the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. The RPO. That one is complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
First down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Huskies.
He pulls it in around the 5. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Anchorage. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Huskies will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Gibbs. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That one on target to Moore. And he'll be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50.
That's another
a gain there of 24 yards. And that will be a first down.
Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards, stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he will power his way into the end zone. Elijah Moore, touchdown Black Knights. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Black Knights will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Huskies 7. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Exiting the pocket right. Off he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
Richardson.
He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
First down.
To throw, it's Richardson. That'll be complete to 2.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
Powering forward. He's in. Facial shooting. Touchdown Huskies.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd and 5. Now a second timeout called by the defense. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He connects with Gray on that one. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by Gibbs. And we're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers.
Brings up 2nd
and that will lead to a 2nd down. Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw again. And he'll just protect the football, go down and take the sack. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
The 20-yard line.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right, and he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. but now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. Yellow. Attack!
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here comes 2nd and 4. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
This is hot. He got the connection to Collins. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Huskies will take over here just shy of the 30.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away. And that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that road.
Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Okay.
3rd and 11.
Here we go. Strike. 19 Charger. Go.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
Gain on the play. And an Anchorage.
The break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Handoff. It's 2. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
33-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 9. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. From the gun, Richardson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Now Brown. Open space to the 35. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That one good for 26 yards.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Yellow. 15. Hey, 57,
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Yellow. 15.
Now Gibbs.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
from the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
Buy down these two. Buy down these two. There's a lot. Yellow.
With the fullback trying to power it home. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Brooklyn. Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Black Knights are going to open up the lead to 8.
Huskies 16. Michael Dixon set to kick
Both
off.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
From the 6. Mustang 19.
Richardson to throw here on first and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And an Anchorage first down.
Richardson to throw. Out to his right. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Ready.
Second and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Still keeping the Blakes moving, somehow managing to turn that into a game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Moving outside the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Got it. Ready?
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Here we go. Panther 60. Hey.
Throwing, Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
That one out wide to Gibbs. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
At the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Yellow, yellow. 180.
On the handoff, this is good. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
A 4-yard gain.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So on is Tyler Luke in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of legs, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He's going to air this one out. That is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. A throw on the move is caught. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready.
Here's Richardson. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
The sideline erupted. They thought that was an easy 6, but instead it was nothing but disappointment. I mean, that is a gut-wrenching missed opportunity for the offense, and he has his head down just in disbelief.
The RPO, that one is complete, and he's so close to the goal line, couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That one, taken in. Touchdown, Anchorage.
Touchdown.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
27, Huskies 22.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Yellow.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Daniil Hunter getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Easy.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Collins. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 10.
Attack! Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow. Here goes 15.
Right back to the air from Mahomes. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
2nd and 8.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on. And as the #1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we